right, guys, we're getting ready to go live. I'm about to go on. So I wanted to go live real quick and get all my people out there. So Facebook, go find my people. We got a packed room. What's up, Marco? So we're about to go live. I'm about to go up and do my speech. And we got a full house in here. So I figured, let's go live. Let's show you the behind the scenes, and then I'm gonna hand this I'm gonna make an entrance, man. You know how we do. I'm gonna make an entrance like I do every day and show these guys what we do. What's up, Marco? Nice to see you, man. Everybody come on in here, share this. This is gonna be good. I'm gonna drop some fire about social branding. If you wanted the blueprint, that's what I'm gonna give today. I got a packed room. Let's turn this around and see here. There's the stage. Look at Dave setting it up there for me.
Do you and your booming voice want to round up the patio, which is made up of mostly
all right, guys,
sales hustlers?
We have so many sales hustlers in here.
Bring it in, balcony!
We've got over 40 sales hustlers that made this trip to come here today. So we're going to be pumped up and ready to go.
It sort of did. The door opened right as you yelled, so it was perfect.
So my presentation today is going to be on social branding and how to do it correctly. And we're going to give the blueprint. I'm going to give the blueprint, exactly what I did, exactly what should be done out there for all you people out there, all the sales
Bring them
hustlers.
in, bring them in. Randy, I know. I'm going to give Randy so much crap again.
Let's see how many
Because
people we
Randy
get
was
this up
late,
to, man.
and now
Y'all
he's
share
still
this.
late while
Let's get
he's
this
here.
up.
This is what's fun. How do you be here and be late at the same time? Paging Randy Schofield. Randy Schofield.
So that's Matt Koenig. If you remember Matt was on my spotlight.
100% guaranteed.
Say
Watch,
about
wait
a
for
month
it.
and a half ago. And he runs the Rockstar Auto Conference.
All right, sales hustlers. How many sales hustlers in the house say yeah? Oh, man, I know a few of you. I think one or two of you are here because of the next two people that are going to be out. And I want to tell you, very first time, and it was funny, Shawn Hayes, I had the privilege of being on a webinar with Shawn that was sponsored by QuickPage. It was awesome. We had a good conversation, got to dig in deep, learn a little about each other. The first time that I heard Shawn Hayes' name, somebody said, and Shawn and I already had this talk, so you don't need to, oh my God, dude, you're such a jerk. First time someone said Shawn's name to me, they were like, yeah, there's this guy, Shawn Hayes, sells a lot of cars. He's going to start doing like conferences. I was like, oh, great. Everybody's doing it. It's super.
Okay.
And I was like, I didn't know Shawn. I hadn't met Shawn yet. But I started hearing his name again and again, and I'm like, I got to check out who this guy is. And the first thing I did was clicked on a video, which it began with what? Woo! And I was like, okay, Ric Flair's pretty cool, so I should check out what this guy's going to talk about. And I started watching the message that Shawn was sharing, and I'm like, you know, in 24 years in this industry, there's one common thing that I've seen on a broad scale with automotive salespeople, and that's this. They're self-focused, mostly. And it's not your fault. It's because you go in a dealership where you go from hero to zero in one day. From the 31st to the 1st, you can go from champion to nothing from the mouth of the manager. True or false?
True.
So a lot of times they're setting you up that the people next to you in your dealership, it's a fight. You're not a team. You shouldn't care. You shouldn't help them. And then I hear Shawn Hayes, and all his messages about was trying to help people. And I'm like, well, wait a minute here. He's not getting paid for this.
Nope.
These people are genuinely, they have a desire to connect with this guy because he cares about them. True or false? True. So with that, I want to say it is an honor and a privilege to invite now my friend and somebody who's an absolute sales hustler and rockstar on the stage. Stand up, put your hands together for Mr. Shawn Hayes. Give him a big woo!
Woo! Thank you, my man. Let me hand this off. I just had to come on the stage the way we do every morning, right? All right, let me give that out and take off the glasses. Guys!
What's going on?
I'm excited for my first time speaking, okay, at a place like this, Rockstar. Matt and Chris, thank you. Appreciate it. It's going to be great. I will say it's going to be a little different than the last speaker that just spoke, so I apologize, because it's all going to be based on social media, right? Why is a personal brand, why is personal branding important? Okay, is it important? Well, I absolutely believe it is. I believe the only way to, I believe in the next, I would say 10 years in the car business, 90% is going to be marketing and 10% is actually going to be sales acumen.
Yeah.
I really believe that. Okay? How many people are tired of sitting outside on point waiting for an up?
Yeah.
Okay? It ain't coming anymore, man. The up bus has dried up, it's out of gas, it's gone somewhere else, whatever it is. We have to create our own leads. We have to create our own culture. We have to create that experience that the customer wants, correct? All right, so how do we do that? Well, I believe personal branding and social media is here for us.
Yeah.
It's a great tool, and the best thing about it is it's free. Right?
Yeah.
It's free. I have a business page. I haven't posted on my business page, and I don't know the last time. I post on a personal page. I paid $0. Okay? And I've been able to build up a brand, which, what does that brand do? It gives you exposure. All right? And exposure gives you more eyes on you. I could be the best salesperson in the world, but if nobody knows what I do or where I'm at, how good am I?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay? So we got to tell the people to come to us, and we got to get our name out there. And the only way to do that I know of, is to have a brand. Okay? And that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about creating a brand, how important it is, and how to do it correctly. See, that's the thing, man. This is a huge tool. But as Tony just said, this huge tool can be done improperly. Okay? And we have to be careful about that. Okay? You have to make sure that you are not chasing customers away. You have to make sure that you are presenting good content out there, that people want to come buy a car from you. Okay? And a lot of people in the sales business, okay, want to project this brand image out there, but you got to make sure you do the right things.
That's right.
Okay? So there is a blueprint, there is a process, and that's where we're going to go today.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm going to teach what I've done and what we teach others in the Sales Hustlers group to go get business, man. I do not want to be that guy that sits on the golf cart, sits outside, standing, hoping, wishing, waiting. Okay? My family deserves more than that.
Yeah.
I deserve more than that. Okay? My dealership deserves more than that. Okay? Why do I want to be out of 32 guys, one of 27 out on point? What am I, taking numbers? Okay, so the only way we can do that is to draw them in. And I'm going to show you today how we do it. Okay, I don't know how to work this clicker, but
The right.
got
There you
it.
go.
All right. So 14 months ago, let me take you on a quick journey. I won't bore you too long. In fact, I'm going to shorten it today because I need to get my man Glenn Lundy up here today to speak. All right? So I'm not going to take a long time. I'm going to make sure it's short and concise. All right? But the first thing I want you to know is 14 months ago, I didn't have a Facebook account. Okay? Nothing. I've never been on social media. In fact, I was against it. All right? It's kind of funny, right? Ironic. All right? But I saw an article in one of the, automotive news or whatever. My boss gave it to me and said, hey, Shawn, here, check this out. And it was people selling through social media. I checked them out, and I was like, oh, wow, okay. All right, I think I have the ability to maybe bring something different to the table. And I said, you know what? I went home that night, and I told my wife, I said, honey, sit down. Here's what we're going to do. I'm getting on social media tomorrow. I'm going to build a brand. I'm going to build a tagline. I'm going to attack social media, okay? Because I want to be the mayor of my town. What's the best way to be the mayor in your town? Well, everybody in your town needs to know you, right?
Yeah.
All right, so that's what I did. All right, and it's really crazy. I've never done video. I didn't even know how social media worked But like anything, in Sales Hustlers, okay, we go 100% all in. That's all I do. I'm either in or I'm out. Okay, I'm not going to have one foot in the water, one in the boat. So I went all in, and that's what I would expect you guys to do if you want to take your business to the next level. All right? So my goal for you today is I want you to take something out of here, which is going to be the blueprint. The blueprint that I used, and you see all these hustler hats in here, and all the people that came here, that's what we teach them to do. All right? It's a blueprint on how to get your name out and not sit out on point and expect people to come into you. Okay? We don't wait, we
create.
Exactly. All right? All right, so at the end, I'm going to get off here early. I'm going to give you the blueprint. I'm going to drop it. We're going to have a good time, and then I'm going to have a Q&A. It's not going to be long, but I want to be able to actually give you value today. Not just value of telling you it, but you're going to have questions, right? So put your hand up, ask them, and I'll answer them to the best of my ability. All right? All right. So the 6 secrets I use to build my brand. All right? I narrowed it down to 6. You could probably have 10, 15, 20. I don't know. But these are the 6 and the most important to me that I think are the most valuable. All right? Number 1, you need to find your strength of what social media platform you're good at. And where, as we call it, your unsold Harry or your customer, where is your customer at? Okay? In your town, in your city, okay? Your dealership, the brands you sell. If you're selling Mercedes, okay? I might want to go over into LinkedIn, correct? All right? So you got to know who your customer is, where they're at, and you have to know the social platform to go get that customer, okay? Now, it's very key to know what you're good at as well. You might be really good at writing blogs. You might be really good at video. You might be really good at teaching. You might be really good at something else, okay? Creative posts. But whatever it is, you need to make sure you know what you're good at, because that's the platform you're going to go on. If you're a great writer, then you're going to be more creative in your writing posts, right? Here's what you don't want to do, is the machine gun approach, okay? Dabble a little bit here in Instagram, dabble a little bit over here in LinkedIn, a little bit on Facebook, and instead of doing what you wanted to do was create people coming in, now you're spread out so thin and you did none of them properly, okay? You sprinkled the infield, but you got no actual value out of it, no return on your investment or your time. And at the end of the day, that's all we have as salespeople is our time, correct? Yep. So we got to manage it properly. We got a lot. This is hard, man. This is hard. This isn't easy. This isn't going out one day, holding up a phone, and people beat down your doors. No. It doesn't happen like that, guys. But I'm going to show you today with consistent, disciplined, routine, good content, all right, engagement. I'm going to show you real life value and a blueprint on how to get people in. All right, so we got to know, first thing, we have to know our strength. Mine, I knew I was good at video. I'd never done one. But I knew I knew my passion was to teach, right? To show people, right? So I kind of did the norm. A lot of people, what they do is they attack social media saying, hey, I got a car out here. It's right behind me. It's a Toyota Camry. Come down and get it. I got a low payment on it. All right, it's this price. I work at this store. I feel like the social media was all trending that way. So when everybody zigs, I don't want to zig. What do I want to do?
Zag.
I want to zag.
Come on, man.
Right? So y'all zig and I'll be over here zagging. So I saw an opportunity of, instead of going out to a car and talking about a payment and talking about a car like everybody else does, why don't I use my talents that I have? And that's the key. Know what your talents are.
Yeah.
You get it? Know what your talent. Every single person in here has a special talent. We all got one. You got to know what yours is, and then you maximize it. Okay? Mine, I knew it was good at teaching. I knew I was good at explaining things. I've always been it, since I was a little kid, right? Coaching, pepping people up, inspiration, motivation. So I said, I can do the exact same thing everybody else is trying to do, but I can use my strength and something that's different about me and my individuality over here, helping salesmen across the country grow, inspire, motivate, and get better. You guys deserve it. Your bank accounts deserve it. Your family deserves it, right? So I wanted to make a difference in the car community. I no longer wanted to be just about Shawn Hayes, okay? The selfish nature I used to have. I want to give back, and I want to make a difference, okay? So I went into the morning videos, holding a phone up. I had no idea what I was doing, okay? And I remember my first video was absolute terrible. It was terrible. In fact, I recorded it, I don't know, 30, 40 times, deleted, you know. And, but the key was, I knew I had something, I just didn't know how to attack it. All right, so, number one, find your strength, maximize your strength, know where your customer is, and attack that platform. Everybody got that?
Yeah.
All right. Number two, sell you, not your product. This is not about the car you sell. Your bosses do that by commercial advertising, okay? Newspaper advertisements, all right? You need to sell you, because they can get a Toyota Camry, they can get a Jeep, they can get a used car, they can get all the cars that we sell, they can get anywhere, man. The only difference maker is that you and what you bring to the table, correct?
Yes.
So, I've been telling people for a long time, stop making it about your product. Stop making it about the car, the payment, the cost, and attack social media as selling yourself. That's what we do every day when we get a customer, right? We build rapport, man. Hey, how you doing? Where are you from? How many kids you have? What school did you go to? How long have you lived in the town, right? All these things we do on a daily basis when we get a customer. Well, that's what we need to do on social media. It's no different. Why have we been thinking it's different? Why have we been thinking it's about a car or a payment? Okay? It's not. Why do they want to buy from you?
That's right.
You get it?
Yep.
Why do they want to come in and say, man, I want Shawn to wait on me? Okay, I got 32 salesmen I'm competing with. Do I want them to come to luck of the draw and just, who's the salesman lottery we get today? No. I feel like if you present yourself in a fashion that they want to buy from you, they're going to come in and ask for you. And that's what we need to do. Blanket our town, blanket our city with selling of you. Tell them who you are. Let them know the problems you had as a child or as a middle teenager. Tell them it's okay that you went through a divorce. It's okay that you used to be this or used to be that. But now I'm here. Now I've grown. Now I'm somebody different. Okay? People like that about you. They don't expect you to be perfect. Be you, sell the overcoming of all the things you've had in your life. You are a champion. All of us in here in sales, we've all been through things, man. Okay? I know some of us have been in jail, some drugs, okay? All the things. But the great thing is we're sitting here, we invested in ourselves. We came to a place like this, right? Right? We came to a place like this. So that tells me that you've made it through the tough patch. You've made it through the hard times. Now, you are a great human being. You're ready to go. You're ready to help your business, and you want to take your company's business to the next level. All right? So it's okay to share people about your past. Don't be scared of that, man. And I'll get to that in a little bit. So remember, sell you, not the product. Number 3, discipline, routine. All right? Consistency. And you got to have good content. Okay? Good content is not standing out in a car doing a 15-minute walk around on the vehicle, guys. It's not. People are going to flick through it. They're bored with that. They've been seeing it for years. Put that stuff on YouTube. That's where it's good. But Facebook, oh man, people's attention spans like that, y'all. Okay? So we need good content. You need good content. You want to get a following? You want people to follow you? You want to come to a conference and have 40 people out here watching you, wearing your hats and your shirts? Okay? Or your town, the people coming in, your town asking for you, asking for Chris, asking for Jeffrey. Well, the only way we can do that, guys, is to have good content and do it every day. Here's what happens a lot. I get this a lot. People call me and say, hey, Shawn, I'm new in the business. I like what you're doing. How do you think I can do this, this, and this? And I tell them, I said, here's what you need to do. Bam, 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 bam. I'll get back to them in 2 weeks. They ain't done any of it. They put one video out there, then 4 days later, they made another one. Then they made a post 2 days later. That's not consistent. That is not going to draw anybody to you. It's not going to be discipline. Anything you do in life, anything, if you're going to be great at it, you have to do it every day. You have to have a routine. You have to be disciplined. And social media is no different, y'all. You got to be disciplined, have great content, and post every day. Build your audience every day. Grow every day. Engage every day. And before you know it, a year and 4 months later, they'll be beating the doors in to come buy cars from you. Next one, number 4. A lot of people going to have problems with this one. All right? Represent your brand. Okay? And you got to do it properly at all times. I know you're in an argument with somebody. I know you're mad at a customer. I know you support or dislike Trump. I know your manager just made you mad. We have to represent our brand in the best way. Coca-Cola, Google, these companies like that, you don't see their negative stuff out there. Why would people want to see your negative stuff?
Yeah.
Okay? Clean your pages up. Don't be drunk down at the pub. Okay? The pub. That's right. Don't be drunk down at the pub. Don't be, showing pictures you would not want people to see. Do not post things that people do not want to see. You know what it is. I'm not saying don't be cutting edge, but at the end of the day, your brand is important. Would you agree? What the hell are we doing here trying to build it up? If in one post you can tear it all down. So at the end of the day, you need to represent yourself with integrity. Okay? Even if you've had a bad day, don't let that reflect. Okay? Handle it like a man. Handle it like a lady. All right? Treat people with respect. Grow your brand the right way. Do it the way a large company would do it. Those companies I just mentioned, you're not going to see because they had a bad day or the CEO had a bad day, they're going to post some negative stuff out there. No. Your brand is that valuable to you as well. Make sure you represent it the proper way. All right? Some of y'all know who I'm talking to out there. All right, number 5, engagement is everything. So you post a video, you post a post, right? I see it all the time. People say, why am I not getting more engagement? Why am I not getting this or that? Well, when you make a post, you make a great video, it has great content, Facebook algorithm is going to see how much attraction to that post, to that video, and how much you're going to engage with that customer. Engagement is everything in Facebook. You can have the best video in the whole world, but if nobody engages with it, nobody's going to see it. Nobody's going to know it. So when I put something out there and you comment on something I do, what do?
Comment right back.
Right back. We're going to build a relationship. Okay? That's what you need to do to your customers. That's what you need to do to people that comment on your stuff. You need to build relationships. You want loyal customers? Build relationships with them.
Yeah.
It's not about just selling the car, y'all. Okay? It's about building that bond, that relationship that, you know what, they wouldn't want to buy it from anybody else. I don't care. It's just nothing. I mean, they're just not going to. Well, you're not going to have that if you don't build that relationship. And the only way through social media to build that relationship is through engagement.
Yep.
Okay? So when you post, somebody comments, you comment. They comment back, you comment. What does that do for you as well? Well, every time there's engagement in Facebook, social media land, what's it do? Boom, 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 back up to the top of the feed. And that is going to be how you maximize your potential through social media. I'll give you a little hint here that we know in Sales Hustlers. Get a group of people. Get a group of people, 12 people, okay? And you guys support each other. You make a post, you go tell your 12 people, hey man, I'm making a post. Help me out. Boom, comment, engagement. Facebook algorithm loves it. You comment back, they comment back, then their friends see it, then your friends see it, and now you have a successful post. Okay? If not, boom, flat. You got 2 likes, okay? Nobody commented on anything, and you were the most witty guy in the whole world, but nobody heard it. All right? This is my favorite one, and I saved it for last. I'm going to take you on a little journey. Okay? Not a good person when I was younger. Absolutely not. I've changed, evolved, I've grown. I'm proud of the man that I look in the mirror at now. I'm helping others get to that point as well. We're developing people because sales, guys, I hope you all know this. Sales isn't about your sales acumen. If you want to become a better salesperson, become a better man. Become a better woman. That is when your life will explode. That is when your sales will explode. Okay? So the most important thing you can be is be authentic. Be real. Be genuine. Because I heard the other night, I think it was 2 nights ago, somebody said, I don't like Facebook because my past will come back. But you know what? If you've grown over the years, it's okay that you have a past. We all got a past, y'all. People will like you more if you tell them up front that I didn't used to be a good person.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay? But I have evolved over a life, and you will see that I'm good now. People will root for you. They will cheer for you. They will want to buy cars from you. They will be loyal to you. They will be your friend. You will build bonds and relationships. But if you are fake it till you make it, people will see through that. Somebody's going to call you out on social media, and I just want to tell you that. You're going to have egg on your face at some point. But if you're just authentic and original right from the start, y'all, say, you know what? I call it the Eminem approach. Eminem, he won that 8 Mile. Did you ever see the movie 8 Mile?
Yeah.
He got up at the end and he had that competition with that guy. He took all the energy away from that other guy because he went out and told you who he was before you could comment.
Right.
You can't hurt me if I already told you who I am.
Yeah.
You can't hurt me if I told you about my past. You can't hurt me if I told you about the roads I went down. But I'm going to tell you what. And if you take nothing out of today, I want you to understand this. Grow daily. Learn about yourself daily. Be genuine. Be authentic with people. And your brand, the brand that you want to build, will explode. Okay?
Yeah.
Good stuff, Shawn.
You guys make some noise for Shawn Hayes.
I was going to do a Q&A, man, if you don't mind.
Yeah. Absolutely. Here, if you've got, do me a favor, you guys. If you got a question for Shawn, put your hands up so I can bring a mic to you, would you? Who's got a question?
Any questions? Did I miss something?
We got one back here, right here. Patrick O'Brien.
Shawn, great session. What was your biggest challenge? What was the biggest challenge that you faced going from where you were to where you are now?
I would say my biggest challenge was myself. Okay?
What does that mean, Shawn?
Accepting being okay with who you used to be. Being fearful. Okay? A lot of us get frozen by fear, man. We get frozen by it. For whatever reason. It's just, but the problem is you're never going to progress in life. Ever. You will feel like you are in quicksand. If you do not accept your past, deal with it, and move on. Right? But that fear of either maybe people won't accept me, maybe they'll find out about me, maybe I'm too scared to be on video, maybe you're scared of the way you look, maybe you're scared of, you have a list. Look, man, at the end of the day, you got a list anyways. Okay? You look the way you look anyways.
Yeah.
People are going to come into your place of business and see you the way you look. They're going to hear you the way you talk. So there's no hiding it. Do you just want to limit your pocketbook now? So if you're going to look that way already, and you're going to sound that way already, at the end of the day, do you want your wallet to be fatter? Because I do. So if I'm not perfect from my past, I'm okay with that. I accepted it. And I dealt with it. And so I went full all in. All right? I hope that answers.
Who else got a question? Put a hand up there. Right here in the front row.
Hey, what's up?
I wanted to ask,
So for any of us who basically want to start that approach, start the whole social media marketing approach, how did you do it? I know one of the things that really caught my attention was that you re-recorded yourself 30, 40 times and then you started posting it up. So what would you, what can you recommend
Sure.
to us?
All right. Okay, so there's two things. You can either attack your town through your product or I went through exposure. This is what I did. I'm doing the exact same. Most people told me at the beginning, in fact, Benson told me I was wrong. He said, what are you doing? You're trying to sell cars, but you're out teaching salesmen. It doesn't make sense, right? But it's not, but see, everybody missed. Everybody missed my point. My point is, exposure is exposure. Do you understand? Amplifying your brand and your name is still the same. I don't have to go out and tell everybody I sell cars. My brand shows that. It says your car guy right there. I start every video out with your car guy. Y'all know what I do. Why do I have to go out here and stand and talk about a car? So you need to find what you're passionate about. What is your inspiration? Can I ask you, what is your inspiration?
Really, I'm just trying to grow, to become successful.
Okay. So you're trying to grow to become successful. My point to you is, how is that done? Right? Investigate yourself. Find out about yourself. Feel okay with your inadequacies that you have. And then you're going to grow and develop into a person that isn't scared. You're not frozen anymore. Every challenge is not scary to you. You just go attack it. You attack it. You make mistakes. I made plenty. Okay? I made plenty, but the thing is, I learned lessons from those mistakes, and I didn't make them again. All right? And that's a huge thing. So my best advice to you is attack it, go after it, don't be scared, okay? And just find your passion. Your passion is the most important thing, because that's what, there's going to be days on Tuesday or Wednesday you're tired, or it's raining, or you got the day off, and you're going to talk yourself out of it. I don't need to post that today. I don't need to do that today, right? Problem is you do. So just push yourself through. All right?
Time for two more questions. Cowboy, what?
Shawn, for somebody who doesn't specifically know, how to identify who am I, what is my brand, how do I evolve to get to that point? Someone says I'm Joe Average and I don't know how to brand myself. What would you say to that person?
Well, you have to know who you are. I look at you, man. You're a cowboy, right? So I think you nailed exactly what you should do. Because it doesn't matter what your name is. Sure. It matters that they remember your name. Right. Period. Would you agree?
True story.
It doesn't matter. I could be Shawn Hayes, the barber car guy. I don't know, the barber. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Take a name, say it continuously, put it on every piece of merchandise, material, video you can. That is your brand. Rock your brand. Do you understand it? Don't worry about the name. People get tied up on the little things. What should I have my name be? What should I have my, my title, tagline? Don't worry about that. None of that matters. Okay? Just attack it, go after it. First thought that pops in your mind, Shawn Hayes, your car guy, I make car buying easy, was the first thing that popped into my mind. I thought about it at least 5 minutes. That was it. That's all I gave it. Because you will freeze yourself asking everybody else what their opinion is. Yeah. What do you think about this? I'll go in a group. Hey, what do you guys think about this? Well, nobody's going to agree with everything, right? So you're going to freeze yourself because you can't get affirmation from everybody. So just go with it, man. Put it out there, what you think you are, what's going to sell, and just go for it.
Speaking of brand, we got somebody whose brand is a little bit well known too, who has a question. Last one.
All right, hey, so Shawn, I know when I first started, everyone has the fear, the butterflies. As a woman going into doing this, there's going to be a little bit more scrutiny, and basically the question I have is, how would someone that is now putting themselves out there deal with the haters, the people who send the private messages, the people who decide to hide behind the screen and, flap their lip in a negative way?
Well, that means you're making it, girl. That means you're making it. Because I'm going to tell you what. The people that agree with everything you say or everything you ever do, You just haven't reached enough people yet.
Yeah.
Because those are the people in your close little knit family that, or friendships that don't want to hurt your feelings. It's okay, man. Nobody's going to like everything. When you get popular enough, you make enough money, you become president, you become this, nobody's going to love you all the time. We have to be, this is where it's important to love who you are.
Yeah.
Understand who you are as a person, understand the giving nature you have, understand that you want the best for other people, and you just got to push that stuff to the side, man. Because at the end of the day, nobody's going to love 100% of the people in this world. They're not going to love the 100% of the things I do, and you know what, at the end of the day, it's okay. Because there's other car salesmen for those people. You know? I can't sell them all, right? You guys can have some.
You guys, do me a big favor, would you? Would you get out of your chairs and make some noise for Shawn Hayes? Shawn, excellent job, brother. Thank you so much. We got just a second while they